In the quiet town of Omaha, Nebraska, a legend was born on April 3, 1924. Marlon Brando came into a world that would one day reverberate with the echoes of his powerful performances. The son of a traveling salesman and a hopeful actress, Brando's early life was marked by both chaos and creativity. His father, a strict figure, and his mother, often lost in her own dreams, provided a complicated backdrop against which young Marlon would forge his identity. As a boy, Brando struggled with feelings of alienation. Expelled from military academy, he found himself digging ditches for a living, a far cry from the stage he would eventually command. Yet, even in those early years, the spark of ambition flickered. When his father offered to finance his education, Marlon seized the opportunity and moved to New York City to study acting under the famed Stella Adler and at Lee Strasberg's Actors Studio. It was there that he discovered the method approach, a revolutionary technique that would transform his understanding of character and performance. Brando made his Broadway debut in 1944 with I Remember Mama, but it was his portrayal of Stanley Kowalski in Tennessee Williams' A Streetcar Named Desire in 1947 that catapulted him to stardom. Critics hailed him as Broadway's most promising actor, and the role marked the beginning of a career that would redefine acting. Brando's raw energy and palpable vulnerability captivated audiences, laying the groundwork for his transition to the silver screen. In 1950, he made his film debut in The Men, playing a paraplegic war veteran. Hollywood was soon mesmerized by his magnetic presence. Brando's portrayal of Kowalski in the 1951 film adaptation of A Streetcar Named Desire solidified his status as a leading man. His performances in Viva Zapata, Julius Caesar, and On the Waterfront earned him critical acclaim and an Academy Award for Best Actor. He became known as the Hollywood Bad Boy, a title that both intrigued and alienated him from the mainstream. The 1960s, however, were a mixed bag for Brando. Despite his early successes, he faced a steep decline in his career. His role in the disastrous Mutiny on the Bounty, 1962, resulted in scathing reviews and a tarnished reputation. Brando's on-set antics, such as script alterations and erratic behavior, further fueled the media's scrutiny. Nevertheless, this tumultuous period was also marked by his fervent pursuit of artistic integrity and authenticity. The tide began to turn once more in 1972 with the release of The Godfather. Brando's portrayal of Don Vito Corleone became iconic, earning him another Academy Award for Best Actor. But the moment was marred by controversy. When the announcement came that Brando had won, he shocked the world by declining the award in protest of Hollywood's treatment of Native Americans. Instead of accepting the Oscar, he sent Apache activist Sachin Littlefeather to deliver a poignant speech that illuminated the struggles faced by Native American communities in the film industry. After the Oscar controversy, Brando's career saw both highs and lows. He took on challenging roles, including in Last Tango in Paris, which pushed boundaries and stirred discussions. Despite his remarkable talent, Brando began to drift into projects that did not always highlight his abilities. He became known for taking huge salaries for small parts, a decision that sparked debate over his dedication to the craft. Throughout the late 1970s and 1980s, Brando continued to work, starring in films like Superman and Apocalypse Now, but his focus had shifted. He wrestled with personal demons and the toll of fame. Behind the scenes, his life was a roller coaster of tumultuous relationships, estrangement from family, and battles with weight and health. Marlon Brando's life was full of strange and interesting stories that showed his complex personality and unique way of dealing with fame. He was known for being shy and often used his English mastiff, Dr. Tim, to avoid talking to the media. At one point, Dr. Tim even sent a note to a New York Times reporter saying Brando was unavailable. After his close friend Wally Cox died, Brando kept Cox's ashes at home and talked to them, struggling to accept his friend's death. In his later years, he asked for a circumcision without anesthesia, thinking he could handle the pain through meditation. Brando's odd behavior included giving actress Patricia Quinn a necklace made from a real human scalp and using a fart machine to make his friends laugh. He was also known for his unusual eating habits, such as taking a bite out of a frog while filming a movie. His fascination with electric eels led to a funny incident where a guest was shocked in his swimming pool. These stories highlight the crazy but creative side of Brando's personality. Brando's personal life was as dramatic as his on-screen roles. He married 3 times and fathered at least 11 children, resulting in a complicated family dynamic. His relationships were often marred by infidelity and emotional distance, particularly with his daughter Cheyenne, whose struggles with mental health and substance abuse would deeply affect him. In a chilling turn of events, Cheyenne's life spiraled further after the tragic death of her fiancé, Doug Drollett, which led to her brother Christian's imprisonment for voluntary manslaughter. The family turmoil left Brando grappling with feelings of guilt and regret. He once said, "I tried to be a good father. I did the best I could." Yet the distance between him and his children grew ever wider. As the years passed, Brando became a recluse, often retreating into his own world. His physical appearance changed drastically. Once a symbol of youthful vigor, he struggled with obesity and health issues, which only added to his isolation. Despite this, he remained a titan of the film industry, his legacy solidified by the groundbreaking performances of his youth. Brando's final years were marked by reflections on his life, both personal and professional. He passed away on July 1, 2004 from pulmonary fibrosis, leaving behind a complex legacy that intertwined brilliance with self-destruction. He was an artist who challenged conventions and broke barriers, yet also a man who struggled with the very essence of connection and love. As the dust settled after his passing, Brando's legacy grew, becoming synonymous with both the brilliance of his craft and the tragedy of his personal life. From the passionate Stanley Kowalski to the formidable Don Corleone, Marlon Brando carved out a space in cinematic history that remains unchallenged. His story, rife with contradictions and complexities, invites us to explore the intricate dance between talent and turmoil, legacy and loss. The world may have seen the public persona of Marlon Brando, but it is in the shadows of his personal struggles that the true depth of this legendary figure lies. In reflecting on Brando's journey, we find not only an artist who shaped the future of film, but also a man who grappled with the very nature of his existence. His life serves as a poignant reminder that behind every legend, there lies a story filled with struggle, heartache, and an unyielding quest for authenticity in an often unforgiving world. Marlon Brando's life is a testament to the dualities of fame, celebrated for his artistry, yet haunted by personal demons. He reshaped the landscape of acting, inspiring generations of performers with his method approach. His willingness to address societal issues, such as the mistreatment of Native Americans, reflects a man deeply aware of his influence and the responsibility it carried. Well, that's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it engaging, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to stay updated with more captivating content, hit that red subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video from us. Your support means everything,